Wait, what's this? Updated November 18th. After working through a great deal of player feedback, we decided to provide additional changes. They'll be part of the anniversary realms. Instant mail between characters on the same account. The removal... Wait, dual spec? Wait, whoa, what? 20th anniversary realms updated 2 minutes ago. What is this? Dual spec? No way! Wait, that's awesome! I'm not even mad! What? What? Dude! That's sick. Yo, that's sick. Yo, thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, B. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, that is sick. I'm typing in our group chat. Dual spec confirmed. No way. This is huge. Wow. Wow. It's not gonna be on launch, but it'll be at a later date. But that's still cool. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. That's sick. That's so good. Yo, is anyone in the chat upset about this? Because from my perspective, this owns, but I wonder if there's any true classic candies that are upset. Like any payos in the chat that are upset, any like true Andes of the classic taste. No one? Okay. I'm upset. If anyone's upset, can you explain to me why? Because this owns. I feel like dual spec owns, dude. I feel like dual spec just is amazing. Oh man. Are there any downsides at all? The downside argument is something like, back in 2004, this is exactly how I liked the game and I don't want a single change. Like something like that. Or the argument that's like, you know, gold is a limited resource and you need gold to stimulate the economy. And if you don't spend gold on respecking, then people get too much gold and it fundamentally changes the way that the economy works. Like there's some argument to be made there. But really, this is just a W. Like, let's just call it what it is. This owns. The buff limit is objectively horrible. I think the buff and debuff limit removal is a good thing. The reason I think that is because it's not fun for like a class like a Shadow Priest to like not be allowed to Mind Flay or use Shadow Word Pain or like whatever because there's not enough buff spots. Like it just, that's my take from someone who hasn't done a lot of endgame classic rating, so take it with a grain of salt, but that's my perspective on the buff and debuff limit. It just seems like a good thing to remove the limit.
Less than 3.
So that more players can just play the game. He said a limit is horrible. Oh, I thought he said the removal was bad. Yeah, no, the removal of the limit seems like a really good thing. And instant mail between characters on the same account seems like a really good... all three of these things seem like good changes. Like none of these things seem bad. Like it's hard to create changes that the community is all for. And no one's upset about. All three of these, I think, hit it just right, man. It's like perfect. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else in here. Realm sizes and rule sets. So basically, there's only going to be one realm, and they said they can open additional realms if needed. Yeah, I think having only one of each is the best, unless there's like 20 hours login times. This is going to sound weird, but even if there are like 20-hour login times, it's only going to be for like a week. I would rather see them like pretty much hard stick to one realm and have those one realms just be poppin' than to cave and launch like 3 more realms. And then in 3 months from now, they're all just dead realms. The login times will fizzle out, but the new realms will be problematic. So if it's like from my perspective, I think you pretty much stick to one realm unless there's like 50-hour login queues, then it's like, okay, well, yeah. But it would have to be pretty crazy. They can just merge though. Yeah, but just merging isn't as simple as it sounds. And it's always at a date that's like way too little too late. Just merge sounds nice, but it's not really like as good as just keeping the one realm popping the whole time. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Burning Crusade. Dude, it came to my attention this past weekend that some streamers were streaming TBC on Warmain on a private server. And then people were thinking that TBC came out this past weekend. Yeah. And it was like, what is going on? I'm getting DMs from people saying like TBC is out. And I'm just like, no, it's not. What are we talking about? And I'm going on Twitch and people are literally shamelessly streaming private servers, which, by the way, can get you banned, not only on Twitch, but also on your WoW account. So it's like, let's not do that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I disagree. People with 9-to-5 jobs can't ever play with 10-hour login queues. The reason so what you said is factually true. And the reason I still think it's a good idea is because the login queues only last like a few days or like a week. So when you're looking at two different problems, the problem of dead realms or the problem of the first week is a little hype, so like some people can't play. I would rather have the first week be so hyped that some people can't play than to have dead realms that ruin the experience for everyone 3 months down the road. To me, it's an easy choice. It's an easy choice. So that's just the way I'm looking at it.
Happy Monday.
Yo, Braylon, thanks for the tier 1 sub. What's good, man? It's just one of those situations where there's like two bad options and you have to take the less bad option. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. All right, no changes in changes philosophy on launch. We're not strictly following a no changes policy. Our intention is to closely mirror the classic vanilla with minimal deviation. Okay. I wonder what they're going to do with dual spec. Is it going to be free? Is it going to be at level 20? Is it going to be at level 40? Is it going to be at level 60? Is it going to be 100 gold? Is it going to be 1,000 gold? You know, I wonder what they're going to do. How did it work in SOD? It was, you bought it for like 5 gold or something in SOD? 40 or 30? Because they'll probably do what they did in SOD. Level 40, 50 gold. Yeah, that's probably what they'll do. Yeah, level 40 for 50 gold. They'll probably do whatever they did in SOD. Which I think I'm fine with. Are you guys fine with that? I think I'm fine with. Because to have 50 gold at level 40 is pretty hard to do realistically.
Good day, sir. Happy Monday. Happy gaming.
Yeah, unless you buy gold. Guys, there's no way someone would buy gold so they could afford dual spec, right? I don't think anyone would ever do that. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no one would ever kind of like just try to cheat the entire system like that, right? No, okay, cool. It's good to know. I would never do that again. Wait, what do you mean again, Taylor? What's going on? This blue post is a Druid stream. Wait, I didn't even get to the Druid stuff. What's going on here? I haven't even finished reading.
Hey Xaryu, there could be MSU with dual spec, seeing as it could spawn a meta of constant in raid talent switches. I imagine BWL would be terrible for it.
Why is that a bad thing? People just doing too much damage because they're a better spec? I don't know. I think if if it was like Race to World First or something, that would matter, but it's like 20-year-old content that like people just want to max their damage anyway. So I don't know if I see that as an issue. In WoW Classic, players have often used a variety of out-of-game tools and methods to group, and given the number of anniversary realms per region, we expect all realms to have high pops. Although we applaud players' ingenuity to create tools outside the game to ease social connections, we recognize not having similar functionality in the game has been a missed opportunity. To support group play, we're introducing LFG, which will allow players to create, join, and browse parties manually. We're also adding a service chat channel that players can enable specifically for advertising services such as portals, summons, and buffs. All advertising must be posted to the service channel. Now, this is something that might be a bit more divisive. I think if you're looking at it really objectively, not emotionally, and you just look at it objectively, it's an upgrade to the system that we currently have. The system you currently have is typing in a chat saying looking for more, and you fill. And then people use an add-on called LFG. What's the add-on called? And it kind of sorts through all of them into a GUI, graphical user interface. Bulletin board, that's the add-on. LFG bulletin board. And it kind of sorts it into a GUI. And then from there, you can make your group. So basically all that Blizzard is doing is allowing that to be baseline. I think some hardcore Andes might find this like a little intrusive. And it's like, well, I kind of miss the whole like, looking for one more VC. It's not called VC, you dumbass. It's called DM. It's Dead Mines. No, that's Dire Mall. No, I'm looking for VC. Van Cleef, it's for his head. And like not having interactions like that might be somewhat missed, right? But I don't know if that's worth like the headache of like what this is gonna alleviate, right? Like it's just like so much easier to use this tool. You know what? How about this? Everyone in the chat, just W's or L's for the LFG group tool right now. Okay, so it's by and large W's.
Evolution is
it's a little more split.
Experience. I call it a W.
Yeah, I call it a W. For the people saying L, I understand where you're coming from. Like, I think it feels a little like, but that's not the WoW we had, and I kind of like just forming groups manually, and that's fine. Like, I see where you're coming from, and I respect that. I honestly do. I can see why this might be a little more split than something like dual spec. Okay.
W, sending good vibes.
For those who enjoy the look and feel of the classic guild UI, we're implementing an option for players to choose between using the original classic and the newer. Oh, baby! The original one's way better. Let's go! Okay! Thank goodness! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Yo, Blizzard is on some W's this morning. Wow, I was not... dude, honestly, I was not ready for this. Log online, just like W everywhere. Wow. For the first time ever, the anniversary hardcore realms will progress. Yo, congrats.
HC hype.
W.
Big W's this week.
Okay, so they're basically saying hardcore is progressing through era alongside with the era, the fresh era servers. So when MC unlocks on era, it'll also unlock on hardcore. Not all else is the same, so no bubble hearth, no incarn, no soul stones, duel to the death, buff limits are removed, right? And there's also self-found. Okay, so everything we kind of already knew and expected there. Molten Core and Onyxia. On the new realms, we want to encourage as many players as possible to level characters and most of all feel safe doing it in their own time. WoW Classic is really about the journey. And we see the question, is it too late a lot? There's no bad time to join WoW Classic. To further support this, we're making a deliberate change to delay the launch of MC and Ani raids by a few weeks. So they will open December 12th. Okay, that doesn't affect us because we're not going to be level 60 anyway. I was like, wait a minute, are we going to have to delay our raid? Okay, that won't affect us. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Well, yeah, we're going to be like, I mean, realistically, like someone like Miz will probably be like level 1 because he'll die and then he'll probably be starting a fresh character on December 12th. So fresh hype, character transfers, normal realms must remain on normal and PvP realms will be locked to PvP realms. On hardcore realms, should players wish to transfer either dead or living characters to a normal realm, they'll be able to do so. So you can't transfer to a PvP realm, huh? It's only normal? Like, that's a little ambiguous. It's a little ambiguous. What's the reason why they wouldn't want you going from hardcore to PvP? Like, what am I missing here? It's faction balance. I see. So the faction balance is locked and you can get around that by starting a hardcore character and then dying on purpose. I see. That does make sense. I mean, as much as it kind of sucks, it does make sense. It would be like a really easy way around the faction balance thing. And which is the next line here. So let's just keep reading. Instead, we implemented and enforced faction balance in all PvP realms. This means the population of Horde and Alliance characters was almost perfectly balanced. This was actually really... it kind of sucked, but it was also good. The reason it sucked is, so if you wanted to make Alliance, but Alliance was locked because there's too many Alliance players, you can only make Horde. Now, that kind of sucks if all your friends are on Alliance and you can't make Alliance. But the reality is what happens is everyone has to make Horde, and then Horde gets locked after a while, and then Alliance is unlocked. So it sucks because you can't play with your friends when you want to play with your friends, which is a major L. But it's great because now you have a balanced realm, which makes the realm just way more fun. So I think overall, I actually like it. Yeah, the results have been overwhelmingly successful and the feedback has been positive. Yeah, it sucks, but it's necessary. That's a good way to say it. Yeah, it makes the PvP experience better for absolutely everybody, but the downside is you can't play with your friends when you want to play with your friends. And that's a pretty big downside, but I'd say I'd still vote for it. GDKPs. In line with the policy enacted on SOD, we will not allow GDKP runs. Oh! Wait a minute. This could have really positive long-term effects on the classic economy because the reason economies generally get absolutely destroyed is because people buy gold for GDKPs, which means other people have to buy gold if they ever want a chance. And then people just see who can outbid each other. And then the economy's flooded with gold and it kind of kills the entire server's economy and then you have to buy gold because there's so much gold in circulation. You have to buy more to keep up. And then once you're on a trajectory where you feel as if you have to buy gold to play the game, then it gets even worse. It like hyperinflates, because then from there it's like a normalized thing that everyone is buying gold, and then you have to buy gold to just afford like an enchant or an epic item or whatever it is, or to power level your tailoring or whatever. So then from there it's like just GG, like the whole server's done. So by doing this from day one, not like 6 months in, but from day one, it might have really positive effects on the economy like 6 months or a year from now. Because people will still buy gold, right? Let's just be honest. But it'll be way, way, way less, right? Like way less. What, like, all right, be honest with me real quick, chat. You guys are like kind of anonymous because it's Twitch chat. Well, not 100% anonymous because some people know who you are, but like, let's be honest. You guys are way less likely to buy gold if GDKPs don't exist, right? Like, GDKPs are probably your number one reason to buy gold. Why else are you going to buy gold? To buy your epic mount, maybe. Why else are you going to really buy gold? Like, I feel like GDKPs are like, by and large, the number one reason people buy gold. Never bought gold? Giga Chad. I would never buy gold? Giga Chad. Consumables, consumes? Fair enough, but I feel like buying 100 gold for consumes versus buying 100,000 gold so you can outbid someone else on like your best in slot trinket is different.